We'd like to give a plaque. Baruch Asher Yakum es Bibra HaTorah, Beis Medrash Nachal Sabla, Birchas HaTorah Yecholo Al Roshi Dideinu HaYakar HaRabbanim, Hanechbar Oysa Masa, Chaim Kirshner, Al Asher Asa Pa'olim Naharbas Torah LaTamidim Yasser Chaburas Kol Torah Beis Medrashenu Nachal Yitzchak Sabla. Valzeh Anu Ma'atrib Osa B'Nezer Tveres HaRabatzas HaTorah, V'Ratzon Shezchus Zeh Yizka, Yachad Im Bnei Beiso Tichya, Hoymedes Lezrosa Lebarcha, Am Shaleshim Torah Banam Chaim Chayam Oisk Torah Mitzvos Shiduchim Hagonim Mizoyne Revichem Rachmei Shemayim Admias Gol Tzedek Malka Matzah Shabbos Parshas Platim Tovshin Ayin Vav.
First, I have to thank Hashem for putting in my head this idea to start a learning program 5 years ago. I was thinking, I'm a full-time working man, and I don't learn as much as I should. So I was thinking about this idea, to have the boys come learn for an hour, and they will stay for marriage. So I said, you know what, let me try this. The first 2 weeks, I had only 3 boys, then 4 boys. I came home, I told my wife, I'm done with this. This is not working. I don't know what I was thinking. These kids learn all day. They don't want to come at night. Chaim Kirshner wants to start a learning program. She said, don't stop. And she said, you always speak to him. Go speak to Rabbi Wallerstein and ask him what to do. He said, Chaim, you keep on pushing the idea and Hashem will do the rest. But Baruch Hashem, I didn't stop. And the program grew and grew, Baruch Hashem, very nicely. I realized at times it wasn't so convenient for the Shul, but I asked Hashem, please let this be a schus for our base members. As the program grew, Akiva Klein came along and offered to help me with the program. He really made the program exciting. We have a raffle every week besides the $5 and a Steiger Award given to the best boy. And let me tell you, sometimes, and mostly every week, it is very hard to pick only one boy out. Baruch Hashem, they are all superstars. These boys are so special. They come from all over. They come from far, even in the bad weather. On the week of Hanukkah, the shiurim in the Shul were canceled, but not this Wednesday night learning program. We had 23 boys the night of Hanukkah. The Kol Torah that comes out from this boys in the yeshiva at Shul is really amazing. I'd like to thank the Rav for allowing this program to be in the Shul. Since I'm already thanking the Rav, I'd like to thank him for all the shiurim he gives us. It is never too hard for him to find time to learn with us. Hashem should give him all the kindness to keep on being there for all of us in the Beis Medrash. Akiva, you are amazing. You give so much devotion and such love in this program. Hashem should bench you and your family on Me'ah B'Esrim and with only good things and Simchas B'Karv. A special thank you to Ezzy for always sending out the Shul emails and to the learning program trying to get me sponsorship. A special thank you to all the people who respond to these emails and help support this program. Without you, this program would have ended 5 years ago. Our hope that our tefillas are answered, like we say in Slichas, Asay Laman Tinokim Shel Beis Rabba. Hashem should bench all the Mispalim in the Shul and all Klai Yisrael with all the brachas, and when we see the coming of Mashiach. Thank you. I'd like to call up Akiva Klein to say a few words.
We'd like to present this award to Rabbi Akiva Klein. Asher Asa Paul Maharas Tarot Hamid Yasef Chaburas Kol Torah. Azad Ma'atrim so many Christ Habatzas Torah Yiratzon Shebeschusa Yizke Yachad and Bnei Beisel Kichya of Medicine as Rasoi the Bracha Am Schloss Torah Bonam Chaim Kayom Ois Torah Mitzvahs Shduchim Hagonim Mizayin Rebich Rachman Shmaim Adiyas Gol Tzedek Malave Malka Motzei Shabbos Kodesh Pashas Mishpatim Toshin Ayin Gov.
Thank you. I get to the guest, the talkies of our program participants. I'd like to begin by saying that this is not about us meaning myself and Chaim. This is about the ever-enthusiastic boys who week after week run with such geschmack, regardless of rain, snow, the freezing temperatures, etc., to spend this hour learning. It's truly an inspiring sight, and the chaval that few actually get to see it going down live. Many of you know about this program, but few really know the intricacies behind it. Chaim just alluded to a few of them, so if I'm repetitive, I apologize. I'm just going to spend a few moments giving you a synopsis. It starts with each boy filling out a short application. I have a copy over here for those who want to see it. Basically, we're asking who they are, where they live, the parents' contact information, which yeshiva they attend, what they're learning, and who the chavrusa will be. And lastly, we ask them to read and agree to the guidelines of the program. We do have guidelines, because we want the boys to be active participants in a positive way. My partner of Chaim is tasked with the more challenging part, and as he mentioned before, that's finding the weekly sponsor. Baruch Hashem, and Chaim, correct me if I'm mistaken, I don't believe that there's ever been a week during these 5 years that we didn't have a sponsor. The boys run, and I literally mean run in, hurl their coats onto the closest chair, and line up to be the first one to sign in. Every boy has to sign in. That's what tells us that he's there. At 7:50, learning begins for 1 hour and ends with enough time to do our weekly raffles, which consist of 2 winners for 5 free tickets towards next week's raffle. And then we move along to the weekly grand prize. It has to be appropriate in every respect, and I mean in every respect. I always have my eyes open for a great mitzvah for a prize, and also for prize sponsors. Next, we announce the Steiger of the Week. I have a sample of that over here also for those who want to see what it looks like. That's where the fierce competition comes into play. Every week I hear murmuring amongst the boys about who's going to be this week's Steiger. And finally we come to the highlight of the evening, that's the $5. I polled random boys over the years, and surprisingly, quite a few have said that if we didn't give out the $5, they would still attend. We never did put that to a test. Speaking of the $5, I want to share a quick story. When the ice cream store was still down the block on Avenue L, unbeknownst to me, many boys made a beeline to make good use of their $5. I happened to randomly walk in one Wednesday night, and there I saw about 15 of our boys waiting in line to order. One boy spotted me, and, well, you'll never guess what he asked me. He asked me, can you advance next week's $5 so I have enough money to buy what I really want? I don't remember what I answered. It's hard to believe that there are only 6 weeks left of the program, which brings us to our grand finale, the Ella Banquet, scheduled for March 30th this year. It starts with a pizza party, ice cream for dessert, different chizik by the Rubinstein, who last year, if I remember correctly, was overseas and couldn't join us. But advertised by one of the boys, loads of prizes being raffled off, and concludes with a presentation of 3 Steiger of the Year awards. Finally, after all the festivities, the boys group again for the program's last hour of learning. I'm already anticipating the protest of, why can't it go longer? In conclusion, I opened with, this is not about us. This truly is about the participants, your sons, some of whom traveled from quite far. I know some of them came from Kensington over the years, some of them came actually, there was one boy that traveled for an entire season from Bensonhurst. So yes, they come from quite far. and without whom we would not have a Wednesday night learning program. So, to the fathers, when you go home tonight, be proud of your masman, recognize his partnership in the Kol Torah Chabura. Thank you. I'd like to, at this time, ask Chaim Kirshner to come back up here to actually draw it. Okay, Mati, you can draw it. The drawing. Okay, we need to perhaps get a larger container of some sort to mix this up in. Get the box here. The cake is cut up. Somebody is going to be the winner of the set of Liana's books. Okay, you all familiar with this series? Okay, this was very graciously donated by the publisher, I believe, for this program. Okay, so one thing I'm not going to look. I'd like you to pick the winning ticket. Okay, pick one. Everybody sees fair, and the winner is Avram Adler. Avram Adler's father here. Avram Adler. Okay, he's not here.
He's got to pick a different one.
All right, we will make sure that Avram Adler gets his Midrash on Wednesday night. Thank you. I get the vote.